Good morning, y'all. It's Friday, September the 5th. I want to thank you for being here. I'm Oki with my Potager Garden, and I just like to share a little bit in my garden and what's going on. And look, this is what's going on. It was a hot day today, so I took out some of our blankets and hung them on the clothesline. Took the dogs out, and I've got so many roses that are budding and blooming, and I thought, oh, I don't need to do a video, but after I walked the garden I had to come back and get the camera. So if you'll just like, subscribe, share, it's just fun to have this conversation with everybody, and I don't want anybody to miss. So I'm going to turn this around and show you one of the flowers. And look, here's the first one, and this is Princess Alexander. I'm going to try to do better to learn these roses and not forget them, but we'll see how that goes. Here is Princess Alex. Isn't she just beautiful? Yeah, so beautiful. And a little impatiens. These little double impatiens look like little roses. They were a little more expensive, and I bought quite a few of them, but she's like, they just didn't really sell well. And I'm like, oh, I adore them. Adore them. Ingrid Bergam, her rose. Kind of need to pop her off, but she's gorgeous. I'll give her another day. Look at these impatiens up there. See, those are the single ones, and they bring the pop of color for a more affordable price. Delight, she's just growing really good and tall. A hydrangea, he's gonna be bigger and bigger next year. All the new buds really healthy. This was a gorgeous orange rose, but it is now red from the rootstock. So right now she's kind of pretty, hanging over. I don't know if we'll keep her, but she does coordinate with, there's my box oak leaf hydrangeas. The red there does coordinate with these orangish red hibiscus. Oh, little Delight, she's had a bloom. It's kind of ending her bloom. There are my Annabelles. They are just doing really well. Really well. And there's the fourth one the last one I had to plant. It's doing really well too. And look at that. So sweet. So sweet. And there is some here in my kitchen window. On the other side, it looked like it was beginning to change color, but it may just be the light in the evenings, because I don't see any color change right here. Okay. There's Rowdy and Bootsy. These roses, they've been doing really, really well. I think I've shared them. And there's some Annabelle hydrangea, and then there's another Annabelle. So look forward to them getting 5 feet tall. 5 feet tall, that'll be really sweet. Considering putting a flower box there, that's our one of our rooms that we look in out often, so I think it'd be pretty to see. Oh, look at Roald Dahl. So precious. Okay, I want to show you. Ta-da! Look, isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? And let me back up half a second. This Miss Manners, I have fought with a shovel and everything. So I'm going to be moving her. It is just in the path of a mole. And so I can't fight the dogs any longer. They've tore this up, and I've shared that, but I'm planning on moving her. And probably today, because we're expecting some rain this weekend. And so that will even help settle her roots better. So, Fragrant Plum. She's put on some new growth, and she's got a few little buds there. Look. Just right there at nose height. Yeah. That one right there is a little bit taller than I am. Oh, did you notice? Hubby got one of the quince bushes out. It was a feat. It was a feat. So we'll keep working. We've got 3 more. We've got some winter fall projects, don't we? Okay, our Silas Mariner. See, I remembered. He's so handsome. I think he must have someone in his life that he loves. To have such a soft pink. Soft pink. Pull these leaves off here. Move them away. I don't want to pull too much. I think a lot of those blooms are fixing to fall off, but we have more buds coming. Silas Mariner. My boxwoods are doing pretty good. Oh, look. Look, the other ones have popped out. So precious. Clematis is a slow grower, but I think it's worth waiting for. Worth waiting for. There, some fall mums, crimson with the pink. That's pretty, isn't it? And then the smaller bush there is a cream color. So, look, that's sweet, isn't it? So sweet. I should have brought my pumpkin pecan scones from Farmhouse on Boom recipes and my coffee out here this morning, because it is beautiful. It is beautiful. But this Rowdy, he will not let me eat in peace. So I would have had to have 5 scones for him to get through my 1 scone. So isn't that just precious? I love how this bed has filled up with the blues and then that penta. So those are some combinations that and the salvia I'm going to encourage next year. And then I like the white on the edge. And these asters, you know, I cut them way back, but it looks like they're trying to rebloom. I don't know if they got mold or some disease. I just didn't really research it well, but it looks like they're trying to come back. Trying to come back. So, see right there? So, let me push those back in there. There we go. I'd move those, and they're so easy to pull up. Who knows? The dogs are probably trying to protect me from moles, huh? Yeah. This is James Galway. He's looking really healthy. Look, I have a broke branch there. Really pretty. Push it back and put it in that. I like that. I like that James Galway. But I'll add the extra A. We need a drum roll. We need a drum roll. I want to show you. I want to show you. Look. Look at Brandy. 1. Look. 2. 3. 4. And she is not like 12, 18 inches tall right now. Goodness and good nutrition and pH soils right. Fighting some black spot. Oh, is that another bud? Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Oh, 6. Look at this. There's another one. But we do fight black spot. We do have moist, warm air here. Perfect for black spot. This is so pretty. So pretty, aren't they? Just so precious. So cottagey and sweet. And they look really pretty with the penta too. The penta has really been a good filler. I really like that. Thank you, JC Greenhouse. The Cosmos. Looks like I need to pop off these. Because it looks like we're getting some new buds. They smell so good. I don't know, I can't know what they smell similar to, but they smell just fresh. Fresh, I love them. Almost like a green bean. They almost smell like a green bean. Morning Glories. And that sweet blue. And that sweet blue. There's a big old bumblebee. Sweet little bumblebee. Looks like this, we have a big old weed growing in here. Let me pull this thing out. There. There we go. There we go. And this, just remind me what this is. Russian sage. I had moved these. They're very whimsical and flighty, and so I moved them here. They're perennial, and they do fair. They do fair. Where they were at, they were glorious, and I thought, oh, these will move easy. They're just thriving. But this bindweed or morning glory, I worked really hard to keep this bed grass free the early part of the summer, but it wants to win this late part. Hey, look at the green beans. Those are tricolor, I believe, and then these are blue lakes. And radishes, and lettuce, and kale. I don't think I had any carrots come up, but maybe. I don't think that's a carrot. They don't really have leaves like that. But we'll see. And I can replant. Maybe. I think it's kind of too late. And look at this eggplant. I got a couple of eggplants, and this is a really good bed for eggplants. So I'll remember that next year. But it's cut it off, and it says, "Hey, I want to grow. I still want to grow." Oh my goodness! Look! Oh my goodness! Twilight Zone. I've got to get a pot. Going to Texarkana to get my hair done next next few weeks, and I've got to get a pot for her to go inside. But right now, look at her. Deadheading. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to smell. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I'm not good at finding words to describe the fragrance, but it is described as a strong clove and spice. Yeah, strong clove and spice. And this is Weeks Rose, Twilight Zone, Grandiflora. Yeah. And look, it's got a bud with it. Oh, looks so pretty with the black and the green. And those zinnias. And look at the Gara. The Gara, you just keep waiting. And she's just gonna like bring twinkle stars. Yeah. Because I was like, she's a cactus looking thing. I don't know if I like her. And she's like, just wait. And she's so pretty. So pretty. and sage. And sage. Those little blooms. Julia Child. One, and then she's got a bud there. There's some baby buds right there. Those are little baby buds. How are Cloud 10's doing? Really well. Get this old bindweed. Hold up, but this Cloud's doing really good. She's doing really good. Oop. Get out of there. Bindweed. Isn't that crazy? I wish it was a real crop that we enjoyed, because I could grow it easily. Okay, here's our other Cloud 10. So precious. So precious. Don't have my bench there yet. It is surrounded with wasps, and so I will probably not have that. The secret is I gave up. And I may move the Miss Manners there. May move it there. But I've got the Julia Child here, which is gold. Miss Manners is such a pretty pink, so it might be pretty there. Then I've got Olivia. What is Olivia's? Let's see. Ouch. Yep, got thorns. Oh, not Olivia, a Claire Austin, and it's a little white. And she's sweet. She was my first David Austin, so I really want to keep her. I moved her this year to more shade, and she's done okay. Some ants made nest underneath her, and I poisoned the ants, so they're gone. Such a small little bloom, and the petals fall off pretty quick, but I love a white rose. So Cloud 10 is following her, so we'll see how well it grows. But anyways, put that pink Miss Manners there, have white, and then these little hydrangeas under here that are protected from the dogs. They like to dig and lay, and so that will be fine when the plants get bigger. But they are pink. They are pink. And Solace Mariner, and those, aren't these sweet? Those little tubes. Really good for the hummingbirds, and they said hummingbirds are going to be coming south, and so we look forward to hosting them. I have a feeder, but it looks like the feeder is taken over by, look at them fall when I did it. So. Like, I don't want you to fall. I don't want them to fall. It's just like seasons in our life. You know, they're just beautiful. We're so excited to get it, and then the moment we weren't looking, they're gone. They're gone. Gone. I really love this hydrangea here. This is the azure blue, but I really liked putting this impatient with it, because it just gives it some pop, like, oh, here I am, don't step and run over me. And I'm sure as it gets older, I won't be able to stay that close, but the impatient will die. We'll plant some more maybe next year around it. This giant hydrangea. And the impatiens are still winners here. These are impatiens that were on my back porch in pots, and they did well their first bloom, And then they just started pittering out. You can see they're long stems with no leaves, but they have put on, and look, they're even growing thicker. So impatiens I've always kind of put in pots, flower pots on my driveway, and but they are ground winners. Ground winners. I would not have thought so. This double impatiens here I put in this little sink. I've been wanting to move this sink. This is a growler. My husband comes and smokes cigars out here, and I just think it kind of looks too feminine. I used to have a sewing area here, and so anyways, but I don't really know where I'm going to move it or what I'm going to do. I moved these sedums. They were hidden underneath some ferns, and they just weren't thriving like I've seen other sedums do. So these are, let's see, yeah, Party Hardy Birthday Party sedums, an upright sedum hybrid, full sun, late summer. So anyway, so I believe they're thriving, and I think they've just been here about a week. So see how those were just like eaten up and just hidden. The ferns there just thrived and are thriving and just doing really well. So somebody's got to go. You know, when you plant things and it says, oh, 18 inches apart, well, that's how far it's going to grow. And so I guess I just, and then the ferns, they multiplied. And so it wasn't just that one fern, it started growing more and more and more. Look at Gertrude. Look at Gertrude. She is precious. She's precious. And let's go. That lilac is doing pretty good. The ground's moist. You can see the black spot is getting them. It's kind of the end of the year too, and they need dormancy, so they'll lose all of their Gertrude Jekyll. So she's precious. Look at this. My little limelights. I do love them. Do love them. And this Gertrude. She's almost where we can start turning her towards the top. Towards the top. This one doesn't have as much black spot. It's on the end though. Black gum. And my cypress. Boscobel. Put some coffee grounds around them. Boscobels were really pretty early in the spring. Not sure how well she'll do here in the fall. Coral. It's really pretty against the black too. Okay. Y'all have a blessed day. And go hang your clothes out on my clothesline while it's still a summer afternoon. Bye. Thanks for joining me at Oki's Poche Garden. Yes, and the rose poked my finger and it bled. Yeah, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.